Yo, what's up? This is John Belcher, aka J Discreet. You see the title. You see the title. What we're gonna be talking about in this video is 3 reasons why men are giving up on dating. I'm gonna give y'all 3 reasons why. 300 to freedom. So, yeah, this is gonna be a interesting one, right? This is gonna be an interesting one. First off, I wanna preface by saying I believe that men need women and women need men. That's what I believe. I believe that this culture of men bashing women and women bashing men, I don't believe that's the right way to do things. I think we gotta come to some type of compromise and try to understand each other. I think that's the best way, first and foremost, right? But I have a lot of guy friends, of course, and, you know, as well as looking on my feelings as well about the dating scene today and the dating scene in life right now in general in the 21st century. And the first reason that I would say that a lot of guys are giving up on dating, based off what I've heard from friends, based off research, and coming across males who talk about the reasons why they're not focused on dating as much. The first reason is because a lot of women these days, unfortunately, they're very picky when it comes to petty things. And what do I mean by that? What I mean by when I say women are picky when it comes to petty things, they have this thing now where a lot of women, they're like, oh, I don't do small talk. I don't do small talk. Don't be talking to me about no bullshit, no small thing. But if we think about that statement logically, how do you really get to know a person without first having small talk? How do you really get to know who a person is without first talking about some kind of surface level thing first, right? And the way I register that to be, I don't do small talk. I register that to be that within the first 5 minutes of communicating with a woman, I register that to mean that they expect you to be offering your debit card number. They expect you to be offering basically your life and soul when you may not even know them yet. And we try to downplay small talk, but really small talk is how you find out and you create some type of common ground and commonalities to be able to create bigger talk from that small talk. It would be weird to just hit a woman up and say to her, yo, I'm ready to marry you. I'm ready to have kids with you. I'm ready to do life with you for the rest of life and eternity, right? That would be weird. We know that would be weird. So, like, I don't know. It don't make sense to me when women be like, oh, I don't do small talk. You need small talk. You need small talk. You need small talk in order to get to the bigger topics. You may need small talk in order to warm up the conversation. Sometimes you may have to ask basic questions in order to get answers that'll open up other and bigger responses. But if you don't do small talk at all, everything that dude says that's big is gonna come off weird, right? It's gonna come off weird. Why would he say he's gonna marry you? Why would he say that he's gonna put you in a 5-bedroom home, right? And have you living as a housewife? Why would he just do that right away without knowing you? So I think that's the number one reason is guys are realizing that a lot of women today, it's almost like the expectations are too high when they don't even know the guy yet and the guy doesn't even know the woman yet. And I think that's an unfortunate thing, right? Because I think if I'm thinking of it from a logical standpoint, even the question of what you doing, I get how that may be annoying if the person continues to ask you the question, what you doing? But you never know the reason behind why the guy's asking what you're doing. Maybe he wants to find out what you're doing or what you have planned for the day because he's gonna come and offer up the plan of what he wants to do with you for that day. Maybe he wants to take you out. Maybe he wants to court you. Or maybe he just wants to find out what do you normally do typically on a day like this, right? Maybe he want to find out your work schedule, right? But in my opinion, I think you need small talk. I don't mind when women do small talk with me. I'm not saying that I don't want the conversation to escalate to deeper things. Of course, I would love for the conversation to escalate to deeper things and we have banter and we connect on an intellectual level. I think that's great for conversation, but it takes time to warm up a conversation. It takes time to get to know a person before things start flowing. So what we do today in this society, we have this fucking microwave mentality. You know what I mean? Like, we have this microwave mentality. And drop a like on this video if you like what I'm talking about so far. Drop a comment. Let me know if you've ever experienced talking to somebody and they tell you, "Oh, I don't do small talk. I don't like small talk. Niggas talk about that big shit. Why you not talking about that big stuff?" You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. I think that's just a crazy expectation to have when you don't know someone. You need small talk, in my opinion, to get to know someone. You will eventually get to the big talk. Don't worry. The second reason why I find that a lot of men aren't dating these days is kind of related to the first reason, but men are finding it more important to focus on themselves. Men are finding it more important to focus on their health, focus on their fitness, focus on their diet, focus on their discipline, right? Staying disciplined. I think more and more men are realizing the importance of this because they realize that if they don't level up financially, physically, if they don't level up, a lot of women, especially in this day and age, who may be very judgmental, a lot of women may not want them. So men are putting dating on the back burner and they're making their goals come first. They're making their dreams come first, realizing that, yo, the girl that I want, right? This is how a lot of men think, right? A lot of men these days, they thinking like, yo, the woman that I want, I will be able to attract the woman that I want by becoming a better version of myself. A lot of men are doing that. So they're not focused on dating, they're focused on bettering themselves so that they could be able to attract a higher level of woman that they want. Now, if they just go out into the dating world and let's say they're not fit, or let's say they don't got their finances together, a large majority of the women are gonna judge them. A large majority of the women may not mess with them, right? May not give them a chance, may not let them take them out on a date. So that's the second reason why men are choosing not to date so much, is because they're focused on themselves. They're focusing on fucking bettering themselves. You know what I mean? You gotta do what we gotta do at the end of the day. Make yourself better so you can attract a better person. So, you know, there's a batch of reasons. I could go on and on for real about this topic all day long. Y'all already know how I am in my YouTube videos. I could ramble on all day long, but at the end of the day, baby, like, this is the real shit. Like, I'm just keeping it real with y'all women out there. I'm keeping it real with y'all men out there. These really are the reasons why, you know, things are changing up and why men are giving up on dating. Now, I don't think men are giving up on dating 100%. I think at the end of the day, you know, they say the term when it comes to women, can't live with them, can't live without them. So even when you say you're giving up on dating, you still may find yourself trying to talk to a woman. You still may find yourself trying to dabble in with a woman, right? Because to some degree, they're irresistible. Just being real. As a man, you know that, right? Women are irresistible, especially when we find a woman beautiful. But, you know, men are giving up on dating because they're realizing that in this day and age, it's a microwave mentality. Everybody wants a quick flame. Next, moving on to the next person, right? Instead of focusing on the person who's showing an interest and trying to build something. But if you don't even like small talk, it'll be very hard for you to build to a higher level, right? If you don't even like very generic questions that he may be asking you, especially if it's through like a dating app or some type of social media website, it's like get to know the brother first. Give the brother more of a chance. Maybe go out on a date with him. Give him a chance. Get to know him on a more in-person level before you're judging that he's boring or he's not ambitious. Like, you don't know enough yet to make that assessment of bro. You know what I mean? Whoever bro is, right? Like, just being real. Like, these women these days, they're just going on to the next one. Going to, if it don't click right away, oh nah, I can't fuck with you. If it's not like hitting right away, it's like, oh nah, you're not the one for me. It's like, nah, that's a little unrealistic. Things need to warm up, right? Things need to warm up. You don't just pull your dick out and just stick it in the pussy, right? You don't do that, right? You gotta warm up. There's a foreplay process. There's a build up of something, and you may need to do the small talk in order to go build up to the next level. And I think people forget that for whatever reason. So those are the first two reasons why a lot of men are giving up on dating, you know. And respect to y'all brothers out there and sisters out there who are focusing on yourselves. All my kings and queens out there, I tip my hat to you for focusing on yourself, because at the end of the day, if you do better yourself, you will eventually attract the person that you want. You will be able to attract a higher caliber of a person than maybe the people that you have been attracting before, or at least you'll be able to attract somebody who you want into your life, right? Just by getting better, right? Getting better in mindset. Getting better is not just fucking financially, right? Getting better is not just in, you know, looks. Getting better is also mentally, you know, getting better spiritually. That's important, like, you know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. Now, the third reason why men are giving up on dating is, and this is sad to say, most women, and I know I'm gonna get killed for this. I know I'm gonna get bashed for this. I know I'm gonna get probably obliterated for this, but I'm gonna say it anyway, right? Most women, I don't know if it's something in their nature, I don't know what it is, but most women don't know how to take accountability. They just don't know how to take accountability. I've met so many women who say they want this, they want the guy to be making 6 figures a year, they want the guy to have a 10-inch penis, they want the guy to drive a Rolls Royce, they want him to be able to give her trips every other month. You know, this whole list of how she wants the guy to be that she gets into her life, the guy that she wants. But yet, and still, she not able to do none of that shit for herself. You know, it's like, it's kind of odd. Like, you want so much, but you're not really bringing as much to the table, you know? So a lot of women, they like if you really think about it, right? Fellas out there, or even, you know, even some women out there who may be honest about this, right? Like, when's the last time you really heard a woman say sorry to you? I'm gonna let you think about it. I'm gonna let you think about it. When's the last time you heard a woman that you're in a relationship with, a woman you're talking to or dating, whatever, right? When's the last time you heard them say sorry to you for doing something wrong? You probably never heard it, right? Or maybe one time, maybe, but overall, women don't like to take accountability. They don't like to place any kind of blame on themselves for anything, you know? And there's a lot of things men do wrong. I'm not gonna say this is all women. This is not all women. Nothing is all women. There's always exceptions to the rule. But a lot of women out there don't know how to take accountability. You know, they'll have this long list of how a guy should be and how he needs to be, but they will never look in the mirror and say, well, this is how I need to improve to be able to attract a guy like that. Or this is what I need to do differently in order to make him happier. Or this is what I need to change in order to make this relationship flourish. Women never ever do that. 9 times out of 10, it's usually about what the man gotta change. It's usually about what the man gotta improve. It's usually about what the man did wrong. That's what it's usually about. It's always something outside of them for why things are going wrong in a relationship. Most women do not take accountability for any wrongdoings that they do. And these are the 3 reasons at the end of the day why a lot of men are giving up on dating. You know, a lot of victimhood, right? A lot of women are victims. The guy did everything wrong to her in a relationship. She ain't do nothing wrong. She was perfect. She was flawless, but he was the one who did everything wrong. Now, I'm not saying there's no cases like that, but what I'm saying is majority of women, there are not all, right? But there's a large majority of women that just will never take accountability for any wrongdoing. Not just wrongdoing, but just accountability for just, you never want to go to the gym, for example, right? Your ass never want to go to the gym. Your belly getting big, whatever the case may be. You starting to look a little sloppy, but you want the Hulk. You want your man to look like the Hulk. You want a guy that's gonna be in the gym every day. You want to attract a guy that's like, diesel and brolic and very fit. It's like it don't really match up. Or you may be making $50,000 a month, but oh, my man better be making 6 figures. Oh, my man better be doing this. Well, the first thing is you gotta start with yourself. Are you doing that yet? And if you're not doing that yet, it's okay, because even though you're not doing those things financially, a lot of men will still like you. That's the crazy part. Whereas in the reverse, a woman 9 times out of 10 is not really gonna respect or want a man that may not be on her level financially. But really, all of that, does that really matter? No. What really matters is if somebody genuinely loves you. What really matters is you have somebody that you could work with, somebody that you could build with in a relationship. What really matters is you have somebody that cares for you, that's there for you when you need them. Somebody that you can talk to, somebody that will support you. That's the stuff that really matters. Whether or not the man is making 6 figures a year, whether or not the man, drive a Mercedes Benz, whether or not even that he owns his own house, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And I know a lot of women watching this video is going to say, oh, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? But, you got men who own their own house who beat their women. You got men who own their own house who have multiple women. So is that the defining factor of how valuable the man is in a relationship, or how good he is to you, because he owns a house or not, or because he drives this kind of car or not, or because he has a car or not? Those things really don't matter. What matters is how much, if a person's really there for you. If it's a person that y'all could work together. You may be lacking in an area where he's strong in. He may be strong in an area where you may be weak in. And when y'all come together, y'all form a perfect union. Now, I feel like that's what it's about. So those were the 3 reasons, though. Drop a comment below. Give me a like on this video. I would appreciate if you subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the subscription. Please share this video with 5 people you know. Because as I was saying to y'all before, YouTube like to ban my shit. And also make sure to stream my music on all music streaming platforms. Let me know what you think. I would appreciate your feedback on my music if you think it's good. My name is Jaydiscreet. That's my rap name. My music name is Jaydiscreet. That's Jaydis space CRETE. As well as if you want to support my channel, all you got to do is get some merchandise. Click one of the links in the description below. Get a part of the team, whatever you got to do. All the links is in the description below if you want to get connected with me. It's your boy Jaydiscreet. I'm checking out. I love y'all. Peace.